AltSchool.
AltSchool Africa's
AltSchool. AltSchool Africa.
AltSchool Africa.
AltSchool Africa.
AltSchool Africa.
AltSchool Africa.
Why AltSchool? When we started, the idea was simple. Can we give Africans opportunity to get the best in-demand skills? When the idea came, I had some people on my team to volunteer, and we were running talent queue all day. I remember when we were in the conference room, we were planning what is the best approach for us to give this opportunity to as many people as possible.
And as at then, the plan was to set up a physical structure.
When Adewale first told me that he was thinking of starting a school, I thought that he was crazy. But as he walked me through his thought process, it became clear why we needed to do this now.
I just knew it's going to be a winner. It's a fantastic idea that we all need in the ecosystem.
It seemed like just another program that Talent Cure would run. So at first, it did not feel like a big deal. To me, it was just another great idea to provide skills for people looking to transition into tech.
I took some time to think about it, like the entire skeletal program and operational structure. And in that moment, I had a moment of realization that this is going to be massive if done the right way.
I was thinking, how do we achieve it? Because then it will require quite some heavy lifting on our parts than we were already doing. But along the line, we grew our team, a little bit more, hired really awesome rock stars, by the way, who have been putting out a lot of things that you see for AltSchool Africa. We had to actually also sit down and think about the brand. What do we want people to see when they see us online or when they come on our website? And that was part of some of the very important discussions we had to have.
If we were going to grow at scale, especially in emerging markets, we needed to know that our talents had access to pivotal educational infrastructure that was going to give them a solid foundation to grow from.
At the beginning, we were going to make it like a physical school where we would get a lot of people to come in, build a campus, like a big campus, and have folks coming. You know that when you go into this particular school, you have everything sorted. But then again, we had some unforeseen circumstances and decided to move the school online, which was interesting. So from there we were able to access. We got access to more students. We got access to even students outside the country, and we were able to diversify a lot of things, which I would have said was one of the best calls we made actually.
And the most exciting thing is the community that we were able to build with these students. They were able to train each other. Our tutor didn't have much to do because some of the students they were helping each other, and they built a very solid relationship, which is very important to us.
And I know the first place where I actually got actively involved in AltSchool Africa was when we identified the need of building a community around AltSchool Africa. Yeah, so when the CEO realized that, we need a community manager to actually run this community, he reached out to me, and then that's where my journey began as a community manager in AltSchool Africa.
I'm super excited. So for me, like when I want to invest in tech, when I want to invest in startups, the things that I really consider are like the team, so who's behind the project, and the opportunities in the market. And for me, everything fits perfectly. I've known the founding team for I think maybe like 7 years, and I know they've done a lot of amazing stuff already, and they have the potential to grow even more. Education for me is super important. So AltSchool, is really focusing on education and doing it in a different way that hasn't been done before.
What AltSchool Africa are doing are providing the requisite skills, the important skills for any African to be able to compete in the tech space anywhere in the world.
One of the first things we did was to invest massively. We wanted a certain quality, and quality is expensive. You can see the intentionality from the production to the content to the learning platform. A typical day in my life as head of finance consists of smiling 1 minute and then frowning the next because a request has come in from the content team to procure something for the studio or some other operational costs. We make plans and budgets like every other company, but we ensure that it is not at the expense of quality.
Initially, we didn't know that it's going to be a lot of work. Yeah, being a professional, I thought it's just a couple of courses that we're going to record and will be done in a few weeks. But by the time we started the course, it became obvious that it's going to be a very, very tedious work. And so we need a reasonable amount of people to join the team to build the platform. So we set out in recruiting the skilled hands, perfect guys in motion graphics, in video editing, even cinematographers. And what for me, what is very important is I need the right people. I don't want to just hire for hiring's sake. I have to get the right set of skills, and attitude is also very important.
Getting the brand off from the ground wasn't very, very easy feat, because this was a brand that before now did not exist before. But then we had to basically build it from the scratch, build the team from the scratch, build the brand, build all of the social media following, basically everything, the brand assets. These were things that didn't come very easily. There were a lot of last minute changes. I mean, there are still ongoing changes, but I can definitely say that 1 year down, we've made a lot of progress, and I can confidently say we built a brand that people love.
It wasn't easy. People had a lot of questions, and I won't blame them because it was something new. That's it. It was something new, something they've not heard of before. You want to find out, like, what's going on? Is this real? Like, please, clear all possible doubts, right? So the questions were coming in and coming in and coming in. And at the same time, people were making payments, paying for the application fee. And yeah, we're actually smiling. It was actually great, yeah. I would say it was great. And I had a mix of feelings, right? It was stressful to a very large extent, but at the same time, it was worth it.
I am really, really excited because How Time Flies, it's still like a dream, because I remember how we started 1 year ago, and the reason why I'm saying that it still feels like a dream is because there's so much more to achieve, and I'm just wondering, 1 year is gone already, but I feel really, really happy to be a part of what is going to be happening in terms of the changing narrative in the education system in Africa and the world.
Has it been easy? No. We've had to fine-tune and improve our content quality assurance circle, knowing that it doesn't stop here. Looking back, the vision is clearer now, and seeing it all pieced together, it's amazing. The journey has been euphoric on a really bad to really awesome spectrum. While our students are having the best learning experience, do you know what the best part is? We've barely scratched the surface. There's so much more for us to learn, improve, and put out there. The year ahead is going to be epic.
I'm super excited about where we're going, what we're going to do. This not just in Nigeria, not just in Africa, but the rest of the world. On this journey, also we need every support. When you see our tweet, support us, encourage us, send someone to AltSchool, encourage someone to go to AltSchool, encourage someone to take a chance on themselves, and let's build this future together.
Happy 1 year anniversary, AltSchool Africa.
Happy anniversary, AltSchool.
Happy anniversary, AltSchool Africa.